Good morning children, class 10th max 3.2 exercise I am going to explain you. Before going to 3.2 exercises, we will see some 3 cases. While drawing a quadratic polynomial graph, what are the 3 cases we arrives? What are the 3 cases arrives here? So case 1. So what is here case 1? If the curve cuts, case 1 is nothing but the curve cuts x-axis. The curve cuts is x-axis at 2 distinct points. X-axis at 2 distinct points. The curve cuts x-axis at 2 distinct points, A and A dash. 2 distinct points, A and A dash. In this case, what happened? The curve is cutting at 2 distinct points, A and A dash. A and A dash. This is the A point. This is the A dash point. Then what is this arrives as? So these 2 points are cutting on the x-axis. That means it is having with 2 zeros. That it is having with 2 zeros. Okay. So if the parabola shapes cuts the x-axis at 2 points, A and A dash, then we conclude that it has 2 zeros. It has how many zeros, Nana? 2 zeros. If the graph may be open upwards or graph may be open downwards. Graph may be open upwards or graph may be open downwards. Is it clear? Next, this is the case 1. Next, we'll go for the case 2. Here case 2 also see. Here the curve cuts x-axis. Here the curve cuts x-axis. So second case, here the curve cuts x-axis at 1 point. X-axis at exactly at 1 point. If the curve cuts exactly at 1 point, that is at 2 coincident points. 1 point only, but same zeros. So coincident point. So what we will tell it is having 1 0. It is having 1 0. It is having only the 1 0 means equal zeros, same zeros. Is it clear? If the graph cuts x-axis at exactly 1 point, that is coincident point. So the 2 points A and A dash of case 1 coincide here to become a 1 point. Here these 2 points became here a 1 point. So it is having 1 0. It is having 1 0. Go for the third case. So third case is nothing but here the curve cuts eitherly opens. Here third case. Here the curve is either completely above the x-axis or completely below the x-axis. Below the x-axis without cutting, without intersecting the x-axis. Without intersecting x-axis. That means how the graph will be have here. So if the curve does not intersect at anywhere on the x-axis like this. So we will tell that it had no zeros. We will confirm that it had no zeros in this case. No zeros. It had no zeros. These are the 3 cases. These are the 3 cases. Okay. So go for the exercise 3.2. If we go for the exercise 3.2, here the graphs of y equal to p of x are given in the figures below. For some polynomials p of x, in each case find the zeros of p of x. We have to find the zeros of p of x. From case 1, case 2, case 3, if the curve cut where it will have zeros. If the curve cuts on the x-axis only, we will tell that it is a 0 of the given polynomial. So 3.2 exercise, first bit we will see now. So what is your first bit? How the graph is like this it is having. The graph is like this it is having. So what happens, this is x, this is y. So what happens, the graph is like this. So it is, this line is passing through the y-axis. So it is not cutting the x-axis at any point. So no zeros. So it has no zeros. It have no zeros. Next, second question. So how the graph is the second question? So it is cutting like this. So it is where the curve is cutting at one point only. So it is having 1 0. It is having 1 0. And the third problem, if we observe the third problem, what happened here? The graph is cutting at 1, 2, 3 points. The graph is cutting at 1, 2, 3 points. So we'll tell that it is having 3 zeros. It is having 3 zeros. Observe the fourth graph also. If we observe the fourth graph, this cutting at 2 places. X-axis cutting at 2 places. So we will confirm that it is having 2 zeros. Yes, based on the x-axis the graph cuts, we call it as the, how many zeros are there, we can tell easily. Okay, now second bit we'll see in the exercise 3.2. So second bit, so first problem, so find the zeros of the given polynomial. Find the zeros of the given polynomial. So how we will find the zeros? We'll check here. First one, what we are having here? P of x is equal to 3x. P of x is equal to 3x. How we will find here 0? See, no. So we have to find the zeros. We have to find the zeros. So let P of x is equal to 0. That means P of x equal to 0 means 3x is equal to 0. Then what will become x value? 0 by into 3 will become by 3. 0 by 3 is 0. So what is here x value as 0. X equal to 0. So second problem, P of x is equal to, given here, x square plus 5x plus 6. So what I am taking here also, let P of x I am taking as 0. Let P of x I am taking as 0. So x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So to find the zeros, we have to factorize the equation. We have to factorize the equation. Constant term is 6. Coefficient of x square is 1. So 1 6 are 6. What are the factors of 6? 2 3s are 6. 2 3s are 6. So this 5x I can write as 2x plus 3x. 5x I can write as 2x plus 3x. So x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6 is equal to 0. So first two numbers one group, next two numbers one group. So x is common here. So in 2x, 1x is outside. So left with 1x only. So x is already out. So left with 2. So in this, next two terms, 3x is there, 6 is there. Here 3 table multiples, 3 and 6. So taking common as 3. So x plus 2. So here x plus 2 common. So left with x and plus 3. Once x plus 2 is equal to 0, x plus 3 is equal to 0. That means x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 3. So from this problem we can conclude that minus 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of the given polynomial P of x equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Third problem. So what is here third problem given? So third problem is given here. P of x is equal to x plus 2 into x plus 3. We have to find the zero. So let P of x equal to 0. That means x plus 2 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. Once x plus 2 equal to 0, once x plus 3 equal to 0. From this plus 2 will goes that side. It will become 0 minus 2. Plus 3 I am transforming here. 0 minus 3. So x equal to 0 minus 2 is minus 2. 0 minus 3 is minus 3. So x value is minus 2 and minus 3. X value is minus 2 and minus 3. So we left with the fourth problem. So what is your fourth problem we are having here? X power 4 minus 16. X power 4 minus 16. That means P of x is equal to x power 4 minus 16. So let P of x equal to 0. So x power 4 minus 16 equal to 0. So with this, what I can confirm here? So here x power 4 is there. I can write as x square whole square. 16 is there. I can write as 4 square. So it is in the form of a square minus b square. Form is a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. That means x square plus 4 into x square minus 4. X square plus 4 into x square minus 4. So once x square plus 4 equal to 0, once x square minus 4 equal to 0. So x square minus 4, sorry, x square plus 4 equal to 0 now. So x square is minus 4. We can't write the root for the minus 4. We can't write the root for the minus 4. Leave it off. Next. So here next one having with x square minus 4 equal to 0. X square minus 4 I can write as 2 square. Minus 4 we can write as 2 square. So it is also in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So x plus 2 into x minus 2 equal to 0. Once x plus 2 equal to 0. Once x minus 2 equal to 0. X is equal to minus 2. X equal to 2. This is the second bit of exercise 3.2. So third bit graphs already I told you. Explain you fourth problem. I will do in the next video.